Noisy. Hello, Wonderland. Kelly here. It's drive day again. I'm on my way back home to Virginia. By this point of the trip, I'm always fairly eager to get home, so only really have a couple stops planned, and they're all both in the southern half of my journey. So first stop is here in St. Augustine Beach, still in Florida, northern Florida. St. Augustine, if you're not familiar, was originally a Spanish settlement from the 16th century. So one of the first European footholds in the United States or America. Yeah, neat place. I'm not going to the downtown or old St. Augustine area where the fort is. It's neat, but it's really touristy. I have come instead to St. Augustine Beach, and I'm at Ocean Hammock Park, which has a boardwalk out to the beach on the Atlantic. So that should be pretty cool. I gotta find my way to the boardwalk, and then we'll go on. It's been a good trip. I've walked over 50 miles in the past week, which I was feeling that in my feet. A lot of theme park action, mostly horror nights, meeting friends at the parks, that kind of thing. So good time, but definitely ready to head home, relax a little bit. But I don't get to the beach much. I read at some point that you're really either a beach person or a mountain person. I grew up here in Florida, so you would think I would be a beach person, but I'm definitely a mountain person, as I think you can tell. So I'm happy to live in Virginia these days, but I still like the beach. It's definitely an interesting environment. So a little bit of beach time now and then is okay. This is kind of nice. The boardwalk runs through a hammock of vegetation. Fairly swampy right here. Doesn't smell great either for some reason. Okay, I hear surf. Let's continue. This is a nice broad beach. I don't think I've been to this one before. Sun coming up. Here at the tide line, the sand's really fine on this beach. Nice and packed here. I guess it's a drivable beach. Though I'm not sure if anybody can drive on it. This is also the home of the Anastasia beach mouse, which would be interesting to see. It's a cute little mouse. They live in the dunes here. I'll take a little walk and see if I spot any. They might be nocturnal, I don't know. Here we have a sea turtle nest being protected. like that. Not much happening for like beach birds. There's a pelican flying over there. I'll throw on the 100 to 500 and see if I can shoot anybody. But not a lot. No like wading shorebirds, sandpipers and such. Not yet anyway. Okay, found some seagulls and a couple little shore waders, sandpipers of some type probably. I will identify them at home. Not bad. Like a little more bird action would have been nice. But it's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna get back towards the car and to my next stop. Stay tuned. Next stop, pretty cool. Get around the corner here and I'll show you. It's the St. Augustine Lighthouse. Very nice. We will climb. Love climbing a good lighthouse. It's been a while. There's a few in this area, as you might imagine, and we used to go to a couple of them pretty regularly. Ponce Inlet is a favorite. Not a good time to go to that one, but St. Augustine here, Gorgeous. These light panels are really neat. They're crystals, flat on top, but tapered at the bottom like that so that they scatter the light that comes down. That's a old shipbuilding trick, I guess, from what the lighthouse guide up here said. Okay, starting back down. Easier down than up, so that's nice. Didn't want to stay too long here. This is really all I wanted to do was climb the lighthouse. So from here, back on the road. If I can keep me in frame again. Next stop will be somewhere in Georgia. Castillo de San Marcos Fort, which is really neat. I've been going there occasionally since I was a kid, since it's a big Florida history icon. Lots of field trips to this area. The stop I had in mind in Georgia was another lighthouse, and I thought 2 lighthouses in the same video, too similar. At first I thought it might be fun to do a themed stop at a couple lighthouses, but then I got thinking, too similar. So, I'm in South Carolina, kind of just driving, heading towards home, obviously, but I think I will stop around Santee again in South Carolina. That's pretty close to the halfway point to home. Could definitely use a leg stretcher. I think I'll get there in about half an hour. So, yeah, there's a bridge, an old road bridge that runs right alongside I-95, the current I-95 bridge. And I've seen people walking on it before, so I think I'll try to find that. It goes over the river or Lake Marion, I think that is. So that might be interesting. There might be some birds and stuff I can shoot from there. Either way, good for a leg stretcher. It's starting to cool down a little bit. It was 88 degrees Fahrenheit for that stretch through Florida and Georgia. It's down to 85 up here. Still warm, but not as bad. And maybe in another half an hour it'll drop down into the lower 80s. So yeah, might be nice. Okay, on we go. Okay, it's still hot here. But this is nice, actually. Except for the interstate running right alongside of this and making it noisy. This would be really pleasant. I'm hearing some birds over that way, over the roar of the interstate. See if I can spot anything to shoot. I'm not even sure how far this actually goes. I don't think it runs all the way across the lake. It's kind of buggy. Okay. Let's see what we can see. I guess it actually does go all the way across. Might be kind of a long walk. I'm not going to go that far, though. I'm going to go up ahead on the left. There is another little part of bridge. I'm just going to go to that point and then turn around. As it gets lower to the water there as well. See if there's anything interesting out here. Seagulls are the birds I'm hearing again. Not that exciting. Gorgeous sky, though. Interesting. Pigeons like that little bit. Something flying over there. Might be a cormorant or something. Something perched out on a little something sticking out of the water up there. I got some shots I will identify. All right, that is my turnaround point, I think. Nice little stroll. Stretch my legs. Head back towards the car. Yeah, it's toasty. Okay. From here, I'm really just planning to press on forward to home. About halfway, so about 5 hours to go. And I need to stop for gas pretty soon. Maybe I'll fill up while I'm at this exit. And then a quick dinner at some point. But I don't really plan any other stops for filming. So I guess I will wrap this up here. Don't know how I feel yet about my Florida content for this excursion. We'll get home, see the photos, see how it all comes out. Hopefully I'll get some decent content out of this trip. But it was fun anyway. I did a lot, I walked a lot. Hopefully some enjoyable content will translate to the YouTubes. Sorry, lunch is coming back to say hello. Okay. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this and all the Florida stuff this time around. Till next time, you know the drill, of course. Be good to yourself. Take care of each other. Don't forget to be awesome. Get out and wander.